Hi, my name is Maria Rodriguez, and I'm going to be talking about the online course that I have designed for EdTech 5334. So this course is called Designing Digital Learning for ESL Classrooms. And a little bit of background about why I decided to go with this course. I am an ESL educator, and I've been an ESL educator for 2 years. For the past couple of years, I've felt that being in the ESL classroom is a completely different environment to just a general ed English only classroom. ESL can incorporate all types of languages from Spanish to Japanese to Pashto, which is a primary language that I have in my classroom from Afghanistan. And so why I felt that ESL technology was an important topic to have as a course was because I feel that there's not a lot of information about how we can incorporate or embed technology within the ESL classroom and how we can make sure that students are showing proficiency or mastery in their everyday 4 domains, which includes reading, listening, speaking, and writing. And so what this course is going to entail, it's going to be effectively integrating digital tools into instruction for supporting ELs. Here I have my syllabus, and I have my 6 course goals that we're going to be talking about. So identifying and selecting digital tools, applying research-based ESL strategies, designing activities, building confidence, evaluating how effective the tech can be, and then the last goal is creating a final project. I've also included the required materials that are going to be needed, the grading breakdown, as well as the course policies that are going to be within this course. Here I've talked about the announcements that I have here, and it was just one announcement that I've had. And this announcement is just talking about my greeting, what this class entails, who I am, and what we'll be doing within this course. Here I'm going to be talking about my modules. So I have 8 modules, but I've combined modules 7 and 8 into one. For module 1, it was super easy. We're going to be doing a quick reading about what ESL Tech is in the writing field, and then the assignment was mapping out your ESL Tech snapshot. So I gave various opportunities for them to present that. So all they're going to be doing is talking about the role and experience, the technology that they've had with the ESLs, students, the challenges they may face, and then the goals for this course as well. And then I gave the opportunity to either write a written reflection, show a 3 to 5 minute video or audio recording, or use a visual infographic made in Canva if they decided to do that as well. For Module 2, we talked about the foundations of ESL and educational technology. So they do have a reading. They will create an evaluation of EdTech tool that they've had that they would evaluate for ESLs, and then they would also have a discussion post about the reading. For Modules 3, we're talking about technology for reading and language development. They also have a reading as well as a discussion post about the reading, and then here they actually get to implement a reading activity incorporating technology and how that could benefit the reading of ESLs. So that's actually one of the domains that we're talking about. So for this assignment, they would be doing a learning objective, but this time they would have a content and a language objective, which is something that I do every day. They would have a reading material, so a short passage. It could be from any website as long as it's a grade level text that they are currently in. And then they would choose one technology integration and explain how it supports ELLs. They would give a clear task, so they would make this a task or a lesson for students, and then they would provide accessibility for ELs, so providing 2 supports or scaffolding, so visuals or sentence stems could work within this assignment. And it goes the same for modules 4. They would be doing that for the writing. For modules 5, they were doing a speaking and listening. For module 6, this time they would actually get to design a full-on ESL lesson. So they would talk about how their current lesson is that they have. They would analyze it, and then they would be able to redesign that lesson. And then they would embed that into their part 1 of their project. And then for module 7 and 8, here they get to actually build their final tech lesson and their final project. So they would create their revised lesson with incorporating the domains that they get to choose, whether it's all of them or just one of them. And then their final project would be embedding that. So showing the masterpiece of what they've done and how they created that. And if they could, they would have a student or their students showcase this assignment that they've created based off of what their teacher has asked of them. So that's pretty much it for my class. I'm really excited because I feel that this would be a good class to actually create in the future. For ESL educators, I feel like, again, like there's not a lot of information that goes into how we can benefit and provide for our ESL students. And technology is such a heavy component in today's world and today's age. So by having this course blend technology and the traditional ways of a classroom, I think we could really find a way to have successful students that are ESL students and incorporate confident teachers that are in the ESL classroom. Thank you so much and have a great day.